Welcome back to Card Corner. Today we are doing an unboxing and review of the Holy base playing cards and the base 4 playing cards. Alright, today we got a double unboxing. We have the brand new missing base 4 deck as well as its companion Holy deck. This is the 4th deck in the baseline, a line of affordable playing cards that Missing has been releasing. Not only affordable, but higher quantities as well. So they're affordable and accessible. And they have introduced one of their specialty decks, the Holy deck, in this line. Now we're going to be doing a review of the base 4 playing cards. Now the Holy deck is a specialty deck. Just like the first Holy edition, I will not be giving this an actual score or rating. We are simply just going to do an unboxing for these guys. So with that being said, let's start off with the review with the base 4 playing cards. Right on the front of the tuck box, it just says Missing, base 4, 1 of Infinity. For this unboxing, we're going to be opening up the Linen edition. Just like with the other base decks, it comes in both Linen and Smooth. On the side here, there's a 4. The bottom of the tuck box just has Missing's website. And the back of the tuck box shows the back design. This edition is gray with black lettering. It's got a pull tab so you can open these cards nice and easily. Before we continue with this review, you gotta like this video because, please, it really helps out my channel. It costs nothing. It costs nothing. Not much in this world costs nothing. Just do it. And of course, if you'd like to see more unboxings and reviews in the future, you can subscribe. And if you hit the bell button, you'll get notified when new videos drop. Back to the review. I gotta tell you, straight out of the box, these feel really good. These were made by WJPC. You can definitely still tell, they definitely still have that WJPC feel to them. But man, these are super smooth right out the box. They're also quite thin and snappy. We get a Missing ad card, and right in the front we have a 6 of hearts. I don't know if this is a mistake or if this is going to be an extra 6 of hearts. We will have to see. I'm gonna put this aside for now. There's the Ace of Spades, just a big gray spade. I like that a lot. I like how big the spade is. It's nice and simple. Just like with all Missing decks, we get squares of back design in the pips. I think these ones in particular look really cool. It's really noticeable because the gray background is nice and light, and the letters of the back design blending into the pip with the black ink looks really cool. The 7 of Spades is the 7 in this deck that's missing the pip. Just like the other base decks, we get the color of the back design in the court cards. In this case, they're all just grayed out. You get more back design in the Ace of Diamonds. This one's really jumbly with the G of the Missing there and the club. The club. I like how chaotic and messy that looks. I do have a 6 of hearts here. So that means this deck comes with an extra 6 of hearts. Ayo, was this on purpose? If my Holy deck comes with a 6 of hearts, then I guess that's just a thing they're doing for this deck. If not, it'd be very interesting if I just got a random 6 of hearts in there. It's really hard to see, but the first 6 of hearts almost looks a bit faded compared to this one. We get another square in the 5 of hearts, and we get 2 Missing Infinity Jokers. These feel quite nice. Again, they're a lot thinner than the other base decks, I feel like. It still has that gritty kind of texture that you're used to with WJPC, but this feels like a crushed stock deck. I'm very curious to see how these hold up, if they're going to clump or if they're gonna last longer than other WJPC decks. We're just gonna have to see. All right, let's get into the Holy deck. So it's the exact same deck of cards except for the hole. It's got a pull tab so you can open this deck nice and easily. Oh, I love the sound of that. Oh, they sound so weird. With all the air going through this deck, they spring a lot easier and lighter. They sound really interesting. It almost sounds like a bug, you know? Like a mosquito, dude. All right, let's see. There is an extra 6 of hearts in this deck. Okay, why'd you do that? Why are you putting in extra 6 of hearts? That's some magician shit, bro. You're missing on their magic shit right now. What's going on? All right, as you can see here, it's the same deck of cards as the base 4. It is just now Swiss cheese. It's a cool project. It's a cool concept. It's certainly very cool that they've introduced it in a more affordable deck of cards with a bigger line as well. I will say the first deck of holies, I got it and I really haven't used them. They're a cool deck to show off and be like, ooh, this deck has a bunch of holes in it. But they're really hard to use. They're really hard to use for like most cardistry because as you move the packets around, the corners can get stuck or they can even kind of get stuck to one another from the friction of the holes. So really, if you're gonna use a holy deck, you kind of need to use it with tailored moves that incorporate the holes of this deck. And let me tell you something, that's also hard as shit to do. I've tried to make a few moves with a holy deck. I have yet to make a holy move. I have heard that Missing is planning on dropping some move tutorials for the holy deck. I think that would be really cool. It would definitely help kind of kickstart some sort of creative process or give some people like myself some ideas. But for now, I can kind of just do this with them. All right, those were the holy deck. I'm going to play around with the base 4 playing cards for a while, and I will be right back. All right, here are my final thoughts and review of the base 4 playing cards. Again, no review for the holy deck, but hey, if you want to test your creativity and push the limits of your cardistry, this is an opportunity to grab a deck like this at an affordable price. Bigger print run as well, so they're not gonna sell out anytime soon. It's a fun little thing to try out. Back design, I gave all the other base decks a 10. I'll give this base deck a 10 as well. It's a logo deck, so minimalist simplicity is what they were going for. And honestly, I really like gray decks. Yeah, that's it. I like gray decks. I like how they look. At least simple gray decks. Feeling and handling, I will give these an 8. I do believe these are the best handling base decks in the run. Now, did they fix their clumping problem? No. No, it clumped within, it clumped the same night, dog. WJPC clumping. Again, they handle really well right out the box. But man, WJPC just cannot figure out this clumping issue. It's kind of like that striped gum that you had as a kid. You know that gum with the stupid zebra on it? Oh man, you slam a striped gum, right? You're sitting there, you're 6, you pop a striped gum and you think, oh my God, this is the best tasting gum I've ever had in my life, and it's gone. The flavor is gone. 3 chews and the flavor's eviscerated. It's kind of how WJPC cards handle. You're like, wow, this is a really great deck of cards. Oh, and it's clumping. Oh, there it is. It's clumped immediately. But hey, you know what? These decks are still like $8. I'm more willing to put up with a deck of that quality at a lower price point, at an affordable price point. And again, they do handle really well, and they do handle the best out of all of the baselines, I feel. Clumping's just something you kind of have to accept with this deck of cards. But aside from the clumping, they handle really well. I like how they handle outside of the clumping. Overall theme and aesthetic, I'll give these another 10. They're very simple, they're very straightforward. Again, this is kind of a minimalist, basic logo deck, so not really trying to go for anything fancy, but it still comes with all the cool bells and whistles, like the squares of back design in the pips, or the missing 7, the matching color in the court cards. That gives the base 4 playing cards a total deck score of 9.3. Oh, that's a pretty good score. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I will see you on the next one.
Club.